everyone, hey, it's my great Ashton here on Building Dollhouses from scratch. And we're still on the miniature room and bloom. I've worked on some of the pieces since the last time we talked here. Let's see. The frames around the pictures. This one here. Alright, I still have this one. And this one right now is the one I'm working on. This one is A4. And I've already attached the template A1038. And next is attaching B11 and B12. So there's a lot of the framing pieces. Now, because of the different part numbers for the material, they're different sizes. I'm just going to put a layer of glue around the template because I already have my pieces that I want. That I'm going to place on there. So here we go. So what I did was a dry fit before I did this. And that's when you go ahead and make sure the pieces fit. Spot that they're to go in without using glue. In some places, on some kits you can use a dollhouse if it's all wooden. If the house body's all wood, but this has the papers, so alright, so this is the best thing to do that I like to make this work, is to make sure that it fits tight. Perfect. Now, I was using the wood glue, but because this is centering around the frames, I've decided to use the glue that's going to dry clear. So Eileen's tacky glue. I say Eileen's, I think it's Eileen's. Yeah, it's Eileen's tacky glue. So it's all purpose, so it works with just about everything. There. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. There we go. We're going to go ahead and let it dry. I have already pulled. Make sure it's laying down flat. Yeah. And then you can do some of the cleanup later here.
Let's see if that looks a little better.
Yeah, that looks better. So I've pulled out the other pieces already, stepping ahead. And that's going to be these little some copper pieces here. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I've already pulled them out because I know that those will be next that I need to apply up there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cross off what I've already done. And then it's up to you, what makes you feel comfortable. Because this right here that we are making is part of a window. So I could go ahead and continue on with it, or, you know, go ahead and work on one of the other pieces. But I think I might go ahead and do that. I'm gonna continue working on this here. So I will need B13 and B14. This way. So it helps for me to refer back to the notes here. B13. It's a wooden 1 point piece, and using the measurements. That's between 7. Oh. There we are. Alright, the first one is B13 and B14. I'm actually going to go ahead and dump material because I've already went through some, so a lot of these is very wondering if it's these. No. Let's see. Nope, are these the same? And actually they are not. These are two. These are different sizes. These are the same. This one is that's all that I have in this collection that would make sense. I'll go back and refer to the booklet to verify it because it says each should be one piece that I'm looking for. Ah, and I found them. So, process of elimination is really helpful when trying to figure these out. So, for example, these are the two. I'm betting that these are the ones that I need. start the process for the window. Alright, I'm going to go back once more. I need this to be 3.2 centimeters. Oh yeah, that's another thing, and this is the one, is that be careful, because some of the kits are done in inches when you measure, and some are done in centimeters. This is centimeters. And this one needs to be 5. All right, perfect. So since this is drying, I can actually do this on a separate, maybe like, you know, my famous index cards. And get ready to put these together. So the window to help form a window. And then the pieces that I showed you here are going to be part of the curtain rod design. That's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see this one. And that one will be for I'm sorry, I'm not sure. These are going to be similar pieces here, but I meant for here. My apologies. Because this is where the curtains go on. And as you look, even the parts that I need for this one, is going to come together with all three of these pieces, and you can tell because they both have the same design template wise. So it's going to be fun to see how they come out. Alright, give me a second here. Okay, so there, we've got that in. So I cross this off. This off. And then I need C38. 35, 36, 37, oh, 38. The LED lamp with wire, 3-piece C38. Alright. So this is the piece here that we'll be using to help install this LED lamp with wire. So we will have a pretty little lamp to light up our room emblem miniature. Alright. So the best thing, because they're wires, I try to be super careful. I know it sounds funny, but for me it's like unwrapping a present, because you know where you have the pretty wrapping paper. Because if you're not careful, you'll tug too hard and you can damage the wiring. And you don't want it to split on you as well. You want it to be intact. And just repeat the pattern that it shows how it went. And yeah, see, like that. Now it looks like I have a little knot here, so I gotta be careful. Where are you going? Is this wires in here? Okay, perfect. So I found out where these are going. Okay. There we go. And ta-da! Now, let's see how they have this for us. Are these okay? These are separate wires. There's 3 different ones, okay? So now I'm just going to, I have her untangled. I'm going to set it to the side. This needs to dry. Alright, also, when I have worked or have pulled a product out of the bag, I also mark it off. That way, when I go to look for it again, I'll know that I pulled it out already. And it's got to be somewhere where I put it. Not that it was a lost item or that it never came. Okay. To install A6 onto A5. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the same one. Let's see, let's get this done. Alright. With the miniatures, I try not to use as much glue as I would with the bigger dollhouse kits. And the first thing you want to do, no, it's not so messy, but she'll stick. That is for sure. You want to make sure you're labeling it with the line of the template that's going along here. Enough. Do you want to push down where you're seeing the glue? You want it to match on the edges, and yes, even with the miniatures, you want to make sure that they're flush. And we're going to use clamps so that I can get it to hold in place. Go to this side. This side. Actually, I'm going to do this corner. This corner. And this corner. Okay? That's to make sure she's tight. I'm going to set this. Just set it here. Okay. Okay, so that's what I've got for you right now. Let's see. I've done this and this. Oh yeah, that's the way. Okay. I probably pulled it out of the bag, but it hasn't been installed. So, for example, you see where I was just like C38. I totally forgot that I had pulled the wiring. I know to pull the wiring, but I forgot the part number. So what I did was, since it hasn't been installed, I just took that part number and circled it for my reference. Something has been done with it, and it's somewhere. Since it's not installed, I'm not going to cross it out. So from here and here, we're going to be installing the wiring and putting together the curtain. This is going to be neat. All right. Go back. Anything else? This is the curtain. Alright, so I also need to do B11 and B12. Some lifting here. We're not lifting. We're not gonna lift. Put my clamp down on it just to make sure, because it's trying to lift on the edge here. Not sure why, but to level it out, I'm gonna put clamps on both sides. And I don't want to do a heavy clamp. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of these clamps. So it's just kind of best to make sure that it's drying and set so that it doesn't lift on us. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and we will come back.